Let's return to our breaking news story now. Back to Ormonde. Several people reportedly trapped under a building following that collapse in Ormonde, just south of Johannesburg. For more, let's cross to SABC News reporter Tato Litsaba. Tato, we obviously heard the fire department addressing the media there, and some numbers, with regards to the number of people in the building. The number who has died, the number who are still trapped, still missing. That building remains unstable. Perhaps bring us up to speed following that brief briefing.
Well, Liesel, we had just recently spoke to the emergency services spokesperson, Olile Kumalo, who just confirmed that, unfortunately, 6 people have lost their lives now aimed at this tragedy that took place. We understand that 3 people are unaccounted for. They are still missing, and then 2, they have been located, but the way the building has caved in inside, it's very, very difficult for them to pull them up, but the emergency services are on top of things, and we understand 1 person has been taken to hospital. We cannot confirm their gender, but we saw them being loaded into the ambulance heading there in hospital, meaning 2 people have been located, 3 more are still unaccounted, and then 6 people have died. She's just going to come back. She had to just go to a quick briefing to come tell us the latest information that has come here. And we're also seeing that the detectives are currently on the scene, and there is the emergency services spokesperson. Thank you so much, Ms. Koli. What can you tell us about this incident?
EMS responded to this particular incident at 2:03 this afternoon. Rescue teams and technicians rushed here. On arrival, we found a 2-story building that had collapsed. The middle floor gave way, causing the structural collapse. What we have observed up to so far is that the building itself is very unstable, and the teams are treading very carefully, navigating the building in order to rescue the people that are still trapped inside. Up to so far, 6 people have been confirmed dead, and 3 are still trapped inside, and the other 3 are unaccounted for, so the rescue mission is still continuing.
Tell us about the person who has been taken recently in an ambulance. Do we know what their state is?
I'm not sure right now, but they have been transported to Mill Park with severe injuries. Right now, I'm not sure which parts of the body the person has been injured.
Okay, and then with regards to the 2 people that you've located, perhaps what is the challenge in bringing them to rescue?
They're trapped under rubble, unfortunately.
Are they still communicating with you?
Not quite sure whether they are able to talk, but the rescue teams are working hard to rescue them.
Perhaps from a preliminary investigation, based on your observation rather, what do you think might have transpired, just on your observation?
We'll leave all the technical part to the technicians. Full assessments will be conducted after all rescue operations have been completed.
And we are seeing a trend in Johannesburg building collapse. Perhaps what can be the measures put in place to ensure that lives are not at risk? What is the challenge within Johannesburg with emergency services always having to come to the rescue?
Building protocol. All constructions that need to undertake any form of construction must consult authorities before they start building, or before any building starts being built. We hoping, I'm not saying that those measures were not undertaken. I'm just saying that it is very important.
Thank you so much. Well, Liesel, as you've heard, that is the emergency spokesperson, just giving us a brief on what took place with this building. As you've heard, 6 people have been confirmed dead. We understand that the 2 people that are still trapped under the rubble, they managed to locate them, but they're finding a challenge in bringing them to safety, rescuing them. We understand that one of the 2 people that are injured, they will ultimately have to be amputated, as we understand that their leg has been severely affected. 3 people are still missing. As you've heard her say, she doesn't want to allude to anything, but they will be looking at a case of perhaps did they follow protocols by ensuring that the building plans were submitted to the Office of the MMC of Safety, Dr. Mgcine, who's also on the scene currently monitoring developments, but they don't want to speculate. Police investigation is here. We saw detectives taking statements from 2 gentlemen, not knowing who these gentlemen are, but there may be a case that they might not have followed protocols, or they have followed protocols. And they are also urging that the construction workers, whenever they're doing any construction work, to please consult the municipality to ensure that the plans are in place and they are officials which approve and experts of engineers before people build things. With that being said, it's back to you in Auckland Park. We'll continue to give you rolling coverage as we understand that information at this point is trickling in and anything can happen. SABC News is your go-to channel.
Thanks, Tato, for that update. Rescue operations currently underway in Ormonde, there just south of Johannesburg. Let's monitor that active scene as more information becomes available.